Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Amanda. I am a hand embroidery artist, and in today's video I wanted to take you behind the scenes of my newest pattern. I'm doing a three-dimensional rose using the technique of thread painting and stump work. If you have never heard of those before, thread painting is a technique where you can blend colors together and shade and highlight things in order to make them look more realistic. I primarily use the long and short stitch to do that, and then stump work is a three-dimensional embroidery technique. It's actually kind of an umbrella term for a bunch of different techniques. Most of it uses raised embroidery stitches and wire work so you can cut out pieces of the embroidery. For this particular pattern, I'm going to be using wire work. First, I wanted to get the foundational fabric stitched because part of it is going to be on a piece of fabric that can be framed. This pattern was decided upon by my patrons. I have a tier on Patreon where you'll receive a monthly pattern and you get a couple of different options each month to vote on, and the rose was the option that won for the month of July. I was really excited to do this one because I don't usually just do florals as the main subject matter for some of my patterns, so I really liked doing this one. It was fun to just focus on something a little bit more abstract and nature inspired. I'll leave a link below if you're interested in looking into my Patreon. I have monthly tutorials and monthly patterns for mostly thread painting. It's a really fun community and I really appreciate all of my patrons' support. Once I was finished with the area that was going to be on the main fabric, I moved on to the wire work, which is my favorite part. For this part, I like to use a really thin crafting wire, and basically for wire work, you attach it to the fabric using a variety of different stitches. The stitches really depend on the effect that you want. I use a variety of couching and blanket stitches. Not only does this allow you to cut the petals out of the fabric or whatever shape you're doing, it also allows you to position it a certain way. So this is perfect for rose petals. You can, of course, just cut the entire embroidery out and leave it as is. I like to kind of do a combo usually, but sometimes I'll cut everything out. Once I've got the wire attached, I'll go back in and fill in the petals. I like to use one strand of thread for most of my thread paintings because I really like to be able to blend things really well, but that's not a requirement, that's just a preference. If you are interested in trying your hand at this embroidery, I will have it available on my Etsy, and also for the month of July, I'll have it as the pattern for my Patreon. It may seem a little intimidating, but honestly, I think as long as you have a little bit of embroidery experience, my patterns will walk you through each step of the way so you can successfully complete them. My favorite part of any embroidery is probably getting close to the end where I'm seeing it come together. I love the process, but I think that it's really rewarding when you work on something for so long and then you're finally able to kind of look at it, the big picture of it. So whenever I get to the point where I can cut out the shapes, I get really excited, but I also get a little bit nervous because this can be a little risky. Sometimes I have trimmed the stitches around the wires, which is fixable, but it's kind of tedious to fix, so I always try to be really careful at this point. I started out using a pretty large scissors for this, but I ended up switching over to an embroidery scissors because I feel like using a finer, smaller scissors is kind of the safer bet. And finally, I got to positioning the petals the way I wanted to. I didn't realize how much of the fabric would still be showing through when I planned this out, which was totally fine because you can, of course, always add more stitches in. So I added the petals and then I ended up stitching a little bit and filling in some of the areas that were still showing some background fabric. But I'm really excited with the way this turned out. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of the process, and a huge thank you again to all of my patrons. The support means so much to me and it allows me to make these kinds of videos and these patterns every month. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the process. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy embroidery content like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.